White Earth Nation and people of Otter Tail County are asking two questions. What does progress look like, and what price are they willing to pay for it?
KVRR reporter Jason Surjak has more on this story.
Minnesota is the land of 10,000 lakes, and 25 miles northeast of Burgess Falls lies Star Lake, which is earmarked as one of the largest lakeside commercial projects in Otter Tail County history.
In 1938, the United States government purchased a parcel of land and place it in trust for the benefit of the Minnesota Chippewa tribe. They can derive additional economic benefit beyond the rice. They do have the right to develop it in whatever means they deem appropriate.
Which Dayton says opened the door for the White Earth Nation to propose building a casino on Star Lake.
We've taken on the position to build this to have a resort feel to it, so that we can blend in with the other resorts that are in the area.
The tribe believes the new casino will help them solve some financial problems and the growing needs of their community.
When there's more funding available for the tribe, then that money can be put back into programs to help people that are in need. This would provide for further self-sufficiency for the tribe.
But not all members of White Earth Nation agree.
We have 30 to 40% unemployment in this region. And so if their argument that's saying this is going to create jobs, this is going to create money, it's going to have this Reagan economic effect, this trickle-down economics, it's a lie, it's fallacy, right? What evidence do they have to prove that argument?
There's got to be initiatives for the people to want to do things, here in the community, to have our own way of making money, and that way it goes into the tribe also.
And it's on this plot of lakeside marsh and bog that Shooting Star plans to build its brand new casino.
They have an application into the Army Corps of Engineers for dredging a wetland in order to build the casino where they want.
Otter Tail County Commissioner Wayne Johnson says the tribe has applied for a permit to build a parking lot within the county's jurisdiction. But county leaders say there are other issues involved.
We don't have a job shortage. We have more than enough jobs. Today our job is to find workers.
Leonard says workers are leaving big cities for smaller towns. If White Earth Nation builds a casino on these 14 acres, then they may gravitate to Otter Tail County.
We know that people between their late 20s, early 30s, and mid-40s are rebounding back to this area. They, to some extent, want their cake and want to eat it too, right? They want to be in a rural location but also have amenities. They want to have restaurants. They want to have arts and culture.
And the biggest key to attract more people to the county is to turn visitors into people who put down roots in the community.
We've lost, as I mentioned, 50% of our resorts. We are, we're an area that needs to continue to grow as it relates to our recreational opportunities.
Others within the county see things differently.
This proposed site is actually on what's called the south arm of Star Lake. This particular location is inappropriate. It would be out of character for a number of reasons. Primarily, our biggest concern are the environmental implications.
Part of that would be the aesthetic value. It's not consistent. It's not wildlife. If you know that bay at all, it's totally natural. There's over 5 miles of undeveloped shore there. So it's a boggy shoreline. It's undeveloped. It's all littoral acres. It's under 15 feet deep. Renowned wild rice.
If you were to stand in the middle of the 14 plus acres where the gaming has to go, you are basically standing in hip boots in the middle of a marsh.
If we think that every foot of shoreline that isn't staked off as a waterfowl production area currently needs to be developed, even swampy lowland and boggy areas, what are we asking for our future generations?
But concerns over the project aren't limited to the environment.
And what is the long-term or short-term benefit to this? Nobody's answered that clearly.
These employers have a hard time staffing up their businesses as it is. You add another 250, person business, it's already difficult.
Ground has yet to be broken on the Star Lake Casino project, and future discussions may not stay as civil.
This isn't about me, it's about my children, it's about my children's children. I'd like them to have their kids someday come to this property.
Only more development follows if we're able to move forward and create the facility that we want to.
Building more casinos won't create more jobs.
If this increases our ability to recruit people to live and work here, that would be fabulous.
I just think there's certain areas that are sensitive or key to that lake having the quality it has, and we need to preserve those.
We know that there's a lot of undeveloped land in that area, and that with or without a casino, there's going to be growth.
This is not a done deal. It's far from a done deal.
Jason Surjak, KVRR Local News.
The Ottertail County Board is still waiting for a completed worksheet listing all the details about the project. The project will then be forwarded to a state environmental quality board for review and opened for public comment. For a link to the project details, you can go to our website and click on this story.
As a community